Hello, YouTube. I really don't like that this camera is blurry at night, but I say this every video, and clearly I'm not doing anything about it, so this is what it is. um, I am starting a new job next week. If you have been following the saga of Kelly, the story of Kelly, then you know that I lost my job randomly almost 2 months ago now. So much has happened in these 2 months. Me and my mom were laughing because it was like the universe was like waiting for me to get fired. It was just like, this is done. Because I created sober convos. I also, with the new job, I'm starting a sobriety certification program to become a sobriety coach. So I have the business, I'm starting a sobriety coaching program, and I'm starting a whole new job in sales, which is a whole new role, all this upcoming week. So it was just like the last job closed because this whole new paradigm of life was opening that I had no idea was coming. So yeah, use me as the catalyst, as like a martyr to see that if you have any like thing that you're worried about in your life that's going wrong, a whole new reality could be on its way. So nothing to fear. But I will say, I will own the fact that the painful part about losing my job was the shadow side of it, and having to come to terms with the irresponsible side of me that has always been there. I did what I had to do, but I didn't do more, and I didn't plan on doing more in the role because I wasn't interested in doing more. So I should have quit beforehand, or or fully accepted my responsibility and did more, because I kind of intuitively knew that they would have wanted more. I was just doing my job, literally. So, and this is a startup, so startups have that, and it was in operations. It's a whole operations and startup equals do more all the time, and my personality was not on that. I wasn't interested in that. So yeah, I say that to say I had to own that part of myself. So um, if any transition is coming into your life, it's always for the better, but you have to integrate the shadow side and take responsibility of what your character your character is also doing as well. But it's never a bad thing. Everything is growth. So yeah. I kind of got into, I didn't even expect to go into that story just now. That was interesting. But the topic of this video is going to be, so I like to make these when I kind of get these bursts of inspiration, and I do try and keep them within like a 2 week range at least, like every 2 to 3 weeks, so I just don't completely like disappear. And I really enjoy speaking. Like when I watch these videos, I can fully say that I am the most present. Like when I record these and then I look back at them and watch them, my mouth starts almost moving with the video that I'm watching of myself, because I'm so immersed in it. So I consider that completely in flow, which means that it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I try and keep up with it. Yeah, where randomly when I have these bursts of inspiration. So today I watched a video, and in the video the speaker said that when she speaks to other people, it's almost like other people are pieces of her. Like, I don't, we hear that there is no world. Everything is just the external world, or is just you basically being reflected, pieces of you. So she said that when she speaks to another person, she'll realize that the person will bring a question to her, and it will often be a question that she had herself, and then she'll answer the question, and it's kind of like the universe is working through her to answer her own question, and that person is just a kind of a reflection of her, a piece of her being reflected back to her. Hopefully I explained that well. But that gave me the clarity that I was looking for. Of course, the universe sent me that video to kind of answer the question I had in my head about this, because I find myself always kind of inquiring about, like, there are no others. There is no external world. And I like to really understand that and see how that's playing out. I have an idea of what that means for the most part, but I really want to get a deep, clear picture and understanding of that. And I kind of got it for the most part. It's so beautiful how it happened. You can't make this stuff up. How things line up. Um, so I went out with one of my new friends here last night. We went to get some food after we went out, and as you all know, Kelly and food. It's the story of Kelly and food. My God, like right now, as I've been trying to do, is don't do drugs and alcohol. That's been done, thankfully. But like sugar and processed foods and white flour, I really want to move on from that. So, yeah, just trying to understand that and find ways to not eat that, basically. But I went out with one of my friends, and we went out and got some food late, and we went to a grocery store, and I picked out fruit and like some nuts. And that was a big change for me because that was the first time, and last night was the first time in a long time that I was able to go to a grocery store that late at night and not get like chips or the chips are fine, but like cookies or something like that. So I kind of pondered the store. Of course, my brain was going to like the cookies and stuff, and I was like, no, just get the fruit, get some nuts. I do enjoy those. I do enjoy those things. It's just that cookies and stuff like that, of course, always overpower fruits and nuts, right? But then I see my friend getting pizza and something else, which was fine, but I was able to see that part of me reflected. Like she was like a part of me, like that part of me in the store that wanted to go get that. And then I kind of got an understanding because she also, as a woman, we all want to lose weight and eat healthier. Like what woman on this planet doesn't? Thanks patriarchy. But I when she was buying it, I understood. Like I was able to look at it and see like, dang, like she doesn't know that, or she does know. I feel like we know, but probably to a certain, because I'm understanding it more. But like, the more you eat these things, the more you're gonna want them. Like it really is an addiction that you have to like break within your body. Like the especially Americans, we have an addiction to these processed sugars and processed flours and stuff. So it tastes amazing, and the more we eat it, the more we're gonna want it. It's gonna be hard to break that addiction. So I was just able to see her buying the pizza and kind of bring an understanding to myself. Like I could have did the same thing, but I would never stop. Like that's what I've been doing. So I was proud of myself for getting the fruits and the nuts in that moment. But I was able to kind of see like this is what you do as well. This the way that she doesn't know that is an addictive product, and the only way to stop it is to stop it, is the same thing that I needed to understand. I needed to see that part of me. She was a part of me buying that pizza. So, yeah. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Life is still lifing. I'm still manifesting, manifesting and creating like no other, to the point where I'll walk out my door and be like, let me be careful. Let me not think of nothing because the person or anything will pop up immediately. So I'm just very like, but it's amazing. I say all this to say too, there is a joy. There is a joy. And I was searching for joy for a long time, especially throughout this awakening process. And I feel like I'm now in a state of like joy. Like it's finally here, and it's been here all along, but it's been covered up. Like most humans, that's what happens with us. Like these things are here, it's just covered up by condition and thinking that we don't have it. So I'm finally unlayering and unpacking day by day, minute by minute, and the joy is able to shine through, which is helping me co-create and manifest so immediately and intensely. Um, yeah. I will say another one of the game changers for me, like I always say, sobriety was the number one game changer, because once sobriety happened, once I stopped drinking completely, this whole different reality opened up. Like the way I'm talking and the stuff I'm understanding, and it made room for this whole different side of life. So that was the first game changer. The second game changer was like the little miracles that I would see, like the things that I would be able to manifest, that would come in my reality very quickly. And then the most recent game changer was the whole mediumship thing. And I posted about it in my last video, my most recent video. And the fact that I randomly went to a medium group online, and this woman popped up, and read me and pulled my both of my grandmothers through, like word for word, and even said one of their names. And I never experienced anything like that in my life. I never, and I of course, I'm naturally, we all skeptics, right? So unless you've grown up with that, like I was a skeptic, like until I experienced it, and then I finally got to experience it, and I feel like that was the universe really allowing me to step into this new reality of like, you don't know anything that's going on. And I'm getting an understanding of the different dimensions and the realms and whatnot, but I'm understanding it. I didn't experience anything like that. So that was like my first experience of, oh my God, there is a whole spirit realm really happening, like really, which for me comforted me, like I'm never alone, for real. Like I knew it spiritually, but now I got to experience it. Like this lady just literally pulled your grandmother's through, like this is a real thing that's happening. So that was like the most recent added addition to like my clarity and joy of like this new, just keep doing what you got to do to heal the body, like eating better and whatnot, because once you take care of those things, the mind and everything else is taken care of already. Like just clear away all of the stuff, and keep stepping into this new reality, because there's so much going on, and it's only getting better and better and better. Like the shadow stuff will keep being healed and whatnot, but there's so much other stuff to look forward to. So yeah. Okay, I'm done, because I'll start rambling in a minute. So good night.